Welcome to Collecting Chaos. I decided that maybe you were tired of looking at this old gray background that I usually use, so I grabbed an old promo poster that I've had laying around and just put it down there, and I'll change them out from video to video. This is going to be talking points again. It's a little too chilly to do any painting. Didn't really want to do a Eternal Mylight video yet, and I don't have anything that I want to repair. So I got to thinking about my Eternal Mylight project, and I'm going to use this as an example. Let me focus a little bit. It definitely has a glare on it because it is in Mylar. It is in a Mylight. So you probably see the reflection of the camera. And what I wanted to talk to you about is the way I do it. Now this doesn't have a board. It's in a 4 mil sleeve, which is pretty stiff. As you can see, I can hold it and it's not going anywhere. And I fold the flap over. I use a little piece of blue tape. I'm a big proponent of blue tape, as are some of the others. Then I put this little label on it, which you really can't see too well. So I blew it up so that you can see it a little better. And again, I'm going to try to focus a little better here so you can actually read it. Nah, it's still not. Let's get closer in. There you go. And this has information on it, and I put that on the back. And you saw the size of it in relation to a comic. I have the title. Let me get my little thing I use for a pointer. I have the title. I have the number, the month and year. Not always possible to put the month, sometimes just the year. The condition. And down here I used to put the numeric grade, but I stopped doing that. Over here I have the publisher, and then notes about the comic. In this case, it has white pages, but it's missing the poster. And this number down here is my collection number. And what that means is each comic that I put in Mylar, I assign a number to. And that way, if I have 4 or 5 copies of the same comic with different grades, or even the same grade, I can tell them apart. And it helps for my database, believe me. And I do put all of this stuff in a database. And that's really all I put on there. And I print them out on labels. Let me go get the number so that I can tell you what label number it is. Okay, these are 8160 labels. They're self-adhesive. They're made by Avery. And I print them out on a sheet of 30. They come that way on a sheet of 30. And then I affix them one at a time and go through all of that process. Now, I also use 2 mil Mylights. And for those, I do use a backing board. But those are mostly for the Silver Age that are too big to fit in this 4 mil bag, and the pre-silver, gold, stuff like that. That's what I use those for. And I trim the boards so they fit in there properly. Not all boards are alike. Not all boards fit the way they should. And so sometimes I have to trim them, and for that I have a regular cutter that I use. And that's about it. That's about all I wanted to say as far as this. That's how I do the labels. I put a little tab on there so I can take it out, take it back on in case I decide I want to read it again. And of course, I've seen this movie several times, so I really don't need to read the comic, but I have read it, and it's all right. And that's all I had to say. So that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.